Successful versus effective leader. As we have seen in the preceding discussion, leadership is the activity of influencing people to strive willingly for group objectives. It is the ability to persuade others to get something done. So, the leaders attempt to have some effect on the behavior of another, which can call attempt leadership. The response to this attempt may or may not be successful. A basic responsibility of the manager in any work organization is to get the work done with and through people. The success of managers is measured by the output or productivity of the group they lead. Therefore, we should clearly distinguish between successful versus effective leader. In the above figure, A is attempt to his style of leadership may not be compatible with B's expectation, and B is made hostile towards A and not job does the job only because of A's position power. Then we can say A has been successful but not effective. B does the job because A can punish him or not doing it, so reward him for doing it. B's own need are not being accomplished by satisfied the goals of A's leader of the organization. On the other hand, A's attempt leadership leads to the successful response, and B does the job because he wants to do it and the find it rewarding. Then we may say A does both position power and as well as personal power. B respects A. B is consistent with some personal goals, and B sees personal goals as being accomplished by the job as does for A. We can then say A's leadership is effective. We should try to understand the difference between success and effectiveness. Success has to do with how the individual or the group behaves. Effectiveness describes the internal state or predisposition of the individual or a group and is thus attitudinal in nature. You may have noticed that individuals who are interested in success tend to emphasize their position power. They use close supervision to the work of their associated. If they have to be effective, they have to use their personal power as well as their general supervision. Example of successful lead and effective individuals can noticed if one understands the underlying acceptance of the superior by subordinates. In the examination hall, a certain kind of teacher feared that if they leave the hall for a while, the student will indulge in copying and examining notes. There are yet other another kind of teachers who leave the examination hall, but the students never behave differently. Let us work at family level, which is a less formal organization. Parents can be successful and effective by using their position and personal power. The children easily assert the goals of the family as their own. Parents who use position power and a closer supervision are likely to face a kind of revolt or disobeying attitude among their children, not accepting the goals set by the parents for the family. With the absence of the parents, the whole house becomes topsy turvy. This can never happen in a family where parents create a good deal for the trust between them and the children by exercising their personal power of love and discipline. The children, in the absence of parents, do not behave differently than if their parents were there. Leaders are successful but effective when they have a short run influence over the behavior of others. They must try to be both successful and effective to have long term influence for leading others towards productivity and developing the organization as a whole. The most important conclusion from the above discussion is that the manager must understand their own abilities and their impact on others.